Good afternoon, students. Welcome to our computer class. In our last class, we have completed half of this chapter, chapter 8, the communication through the internet. Now, in today's class, we will start from social networking and we will complete this chapter. So, let's start. What is social networking? This is very common term nowadays. All of you know what is social networking. So, social networking connects us with other people using any website or application. When we use computer to connect to any social networking site, that time we use website. But when we use mobile to connect to any social networking site, that time we use applications, sometimes website also. We can find people and share thoughts on any topic of common interest. Suppose I am interested on photography, so I will find out the people who have interest on photography and I will share my thoughts, views and ideas with them. We can also share news, images, audios, and videos with others. Some social networking websites are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. This is a table which shows do's and don'ts we should know while using social networking websites. So let's see. First, do's. Regularly check comments posted on your page. Immediately delete inappropriate ones. So inappropriate means which are insulting, harassing, embarrassing, that. Keep help from your parents when in doubts about a friend request. So every day we'll get a lot of friend requests, but which one to accept, which one to reject. For that you have to take help from your parents. So take suggestion. Stay away from websites that make your profile and personal details public. So don't share your profile and personal details public. Post comments without being emotional. Don't be emotional. Be very bold and straightforward. Post relevant comment which is right and correct about the post. Share interesting news and ideas which helps people. Check your privacy settings so that only your friend can see your page. Be aware that users can search for you with information in your profile. That means what profile information you will give, people will search you by seeing your profile information. So don't make your profile information or personal information public. Make it private. Means only your friends or your contact can see your profile and information. Check the photographs on which you are tagged by your friends. Sometimes you will find your friends are tagging some picture to you. So you check which pictures are tagged. If possible, you can delete or untag yourself from that picture. Leave groups that are not good at the earliest. That means suppose you are a part of a group. Someone made you a member in a group. So first you check that group is good group or not. If the group is not good for you, you immediately leave that group. Now we will see don'ts. Do not post illegal activities. Illegal activities means someone has posted one video or news or picture which is not real or fake. Don't share it. Don't repost it. You also don't post any fake news. Next, never mention that you are alone at home or you are on vacation and your house is vacant, because people may take the advantage of that to steal something or to kidnap you. Never create fake profile. Make original profile providing your original information and photo. Do not post negative comments about your school and especially on teacher. Not only school and teacher, don't post any negative comments on anyone's post. Do not join inappropriate group. If you find that group is very good, people are discussing about some productive works or education, that group you join. Do not post objectionable language, photos, videos or link to such photos or videos. Understood? Never accept a friend request from stranger. The people whom you don't know, don't accept the friend request if friend requests come from that type of people. Never click on suspicious links. The link which you don't know where it will redirect you, don't click on that link. Do not hurt religious sentiments of any community. Means religious photos, videos and news you don't post. That is not your area in this age. Next, e-learning. E-learning to you know. E-learning means accessing learning materials available on the internet. It can be used to train a large group of students at a time. We are also teaching as a teacher of VSN to all the students of VSN. So you all are staying at home and from the comfort of your home you are learning something through your video class and live class, and you are getting study material and worksheets also. The learning materials can contain various types of medias such as audio, text, video and animation. Some popular websites that offers e-learning are www.microsoft.com/learning, www.gcflearnfree.org, then elearningforkids.org. These are very famous e-learning websites. one picture has given e-learning for kids. This one, the last one, e-learning for kids. Let's review, we will do afterwards. Let us finish this chapter first. Then netiquette. You know how to behave with others when you are in school, at the playground, in your house, and so on. It is called learning good manners. Means we know how to behave with elders, friends, cousins, and teachers. Good manners are also required when you are communicating people over the internet. Net etiquette or netiquette is the word used to describe do's and don'ts of online communication. Netiquette is formed by joining two words, net for internet and etiquette. Here some netiquettes are given for you, which you have to follow. Be polite and courteous when you are communicating online. Means be very polite, kind and respectful. Avoid typing in capital letter because this is considered as shouting. Treat others with respect when you are communicating online. Means be respectful with the people whom you are communicating. Respect the privacy of others. Don't snoop on others' profile to get private or personal information. Always check for the spelling and grammar of your message before sending it. Whatever the language you may use. Generally we use English language. Check spelling and grammars before sending any message or comment in social media. Next, emoticon. Some keyboard keys can be used together to convey emotions. Such a group of keys is called an emoticon. The word emoticon is formed by joining two words, emotion and icon, emoticon. Many chat programs and social networking websites have an option for adding emotions from a list of emoticons. Here one table has given with some emoticons and use. Emoticon and use. You go through all these emoticons. And this info box is very important. Scott Fimmons introduced the use of emoticons in 1982. The first two emoticons used by him were smiling face and sad face. This is smiling face and this is sad face. Okay. So we have completed this chapter. You go through the chapter line by line and read this flashback also. Now for your next class, you must do all the let's review and solve the exercise question. In our next class, we will check the answers. So till our next class, bye. Have a nice day.